Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Laura, for those of you that do not know, and today's video is a really fun one because I'm going to be sharing with you guys my holiday reads TBR. And so I originally wanted to do like a holiday themed recommendations video. However, I haven't read like a ton of holiday romance books, and it just didn't feel right to read them like preemptively before the holiday season started so that I could make the video for you guys to have them for the holiday season, if you know what I mean. Like, I would have had to start reading holiday books months ago just to come up with this video for you guys. So I thought instead I would share with you guys the books that I'm planning on reading this holiday season. There's about 2 weeks left until Christmas, so I wanted to fit a few in there and share with you guys what they're going to be so that maybe a book in this video will pique your interest and we can read it together and we can talk about it and stuff. So I hope that'll be fun for you guys. However, before I get started sharing the books with you guys, I do want to say you should definitely be following me on my Instagram and my Twitter because I'm doing my 10 days of holiday giveaways starting on December 15th all the way through December 24th. For 10 days, I'm giving away 10 different books, so you'll have a chance to win every single day on my Instagram and on my Twitter, both at LovelyLikeLaura. So if you're watching this before Christmas, definitely go follow me and then you'll have a chance to win some cool books. I'll have more information on that down below. I had a video last week on my channel about it, so I'll link that down below. But other than that, let's get started on talking about the holiday books that I plan to read this season. One thing that I've noticed about a lot of holiday themed books, one of the biggest tropes seems to be fake dating, and people always ask me for fake dating recommendations and I never have them because I just haven't read a lot of them. However, the first book on my list is called The Christmas Pack. It is by Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward, which are two of my favorite authors, and they write so many books together that I absolutely love. And this is a book that they wrote. It's like a novella style book. It's not super long. It's more of a short story, but it's about two people who are co-workers and they work in different offices, but they talk a lot over email and they just can't stand each other. At least this girl can't stand the guy. They eventually meet at their holiday Christmas party, and I guess things end up going really well, and he takes her home and she pretends to be his girlfriend as a date during the holiday season to his family's party or something like that. So that just sounds really fun. It sounds like every Hallmark Christmas movie I've ever seen, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. And it just seems like it'll be a really fun book. I'm obsessed with Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward, and I just know that anything they write I'm going to enjoy. So that's the reason this is on my list. I'm super excited to read it, and I just think it's gonna be fun. I feel like the fake dating trope can really add a little something to any story, so I'm excited to see that. Speaking of Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward, they actually have another book, and it's called Scrooged, but it's actually 3 short stories in one. So this anthology has 3 stories. It's Sexy Scrooge, The Merry Mistake, and Kissmas in New York. And I think what I can expect from this is very like quirky beginnings. I feel like with a lot of Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward books, their books are kind of based around like 2 characters meeting in a really unconventional, funny way, and then the story kind of going from there. That's literally how all their books are. And so I think that's how these short stories are gonna go, and I just find that fun. I like reading kind of short stories during the holiday season too, just because sometimes I don't have the patience to sit through like a whole full-length book that's 100% centered around Christmas. It's just kind of excessive to me at that point. So I feel like the short stories are easier to read. Also, I only have 2 weeks till Christmas, so if I want to read all these, some short stories in there are definitely going to break up some of the bigger books I have on the list. Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward are known for just having like super easy to read, seamless writing, so I know I'm going to enjoy these books, and I'm really excited to see what they have in store. Next book on my list is called In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. This is the one that I like see everywhere. This cover, whenever I look up holiday romance books, it's always the one that comes up, and upon looking it up and seeing what the book was actually about, it does sound kind of interesting. It is about a girl who comes from a family that every single holiday season they go and spend the holiday together in this cabin, and I guess this is going to be the final year that they go do that. She goes to the cabin, and I guess something happens where she gets in a car accident, but when she wakes up she's going to the cabin again, and it's like she keeps waking up and repeating the same day. So it's kind of giving like Groundhog's Day, Before I Fall kind of vibe, but I'm sort of into it. I feel like it's unconventional because it's not like super contemporary fiction. Like, there's a little bit of a kind of sci-fi element there of her repeating the same day. I'm not really sure what to expect with this one, but it sounds different. It sounds like not your typical Christmas story, so I'm kind of excited to see how this one plays out and what happens, why she's repeating this day, what's going on. So yeah, I've heard mixed reviews about the book. I've heard some people really like it and some people have been kind of less impressed, so I'm interested to see why that is and check it out. If any of you guys have read these books, by the way, definitely let me know your opinions without spoilers down below because I'm kind of curious. Next book on my list is called Naughty and Nice by DJ Jameson. This is actually one that I randomly came across on Kindle Unlimited and it sounded kind of fun. It is about two boys who were stepbrothers at one point, but they're not anymore, and one of the boys has always kind of had this lingering crush on his ex-stepbrother, and one night he is on the side of the road, I believe, and he gets rescued by his ex-stepbrother, and they kind of rekindle their friendship, and it goes from there. And I think it's like the holiday season. I'm not really sure, but I thought this sounded like an interesting read. It sounded kind of different from everything else I had on the list. Obviously, I was really excited to find a gay holiday romance book because it's just hard for me to find them sometimes. Whenever I can, I like to include more than just straight couples in my videos, so this was kind of exciting for me. I'm excited to read it. And I don't know, it seems good. It's like a little taboo element, which you guys know I like, but it's also the holidays, and I don't know, it sounds like a fun one. Next on my list is called Best Friends Don't Kiss by Max Monroe, and this looks like it's another one of the kind of fake dating tropes, but it's about two best friends. So I guess this girl goes to her hometown for Christmas, and she runs into kind of like the Regina George of her high school, kind of like the most mean girl back in her day when she was in high school, and they're setting up a high school reunion. And the girl asks if she's coming and if she has a date, and just to kind of like show her up, she says she has a date, but she literally doesn't. And so she decides to take her best friend, and I'm sure a kiss is shared. That's kind of what the title's insinuating, and it goes from there. So kind of fun. I'm interested to see that. I love a good friends to lovers. I don't read a ton of them, but when they arise and it seems like the right moment to read one, I'm excited for it. I do love the trope, so it's giving more than just fake dating. I like the fact that they actually know each other and it's not just two strangers, so I feel like it'll be like a change of pace, so I'm excited for it. The last two books on my list are actually both just anthologies that have a bunch of really popular romance authors that wrote short stories in them. So the first one is called Christmas in the City. So for this one, it's all short stories that were actually co-written by two authors. So one of the stories is by L.J. Shen and Helena Hunt. One is from Corinne Michaels and Melanie Harlow. One is again from Vi Keelan and Penelope Ward. I'm not sure if it's one of the other ones that I talked about or if it's a different one. We have Sierra Simone and Kennedy Ryan, Penny Reed and L.H. Causeway, and Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, who I'm obsessed with. So I'm excited to take a look at these. I might not end up reading every single short story in these anthologies, but I'm definitely going to look through and see which ones pique my interest, and I will let you guys know if I like them, what I thought. The other one is called Mistletoe Kisses, and these are all just ones that are short stories by individual authors. The authors in this one are Allie Dean, Ali Sizz, Amy Knight, Anna B. Doe, Cambria Herbert, Ginger Scott, L.A. Cotton, Len Webster, Mackenzie Lane, Michaela Schmelzer, Monica Murphy, Piper Lawson, S.B. Alexander, and Tracy Lauren. So yeah, I haven't heard of most of those authors, but I thought maybe I would find something like a hidden gem within them, so I'm excited to do that. I feel like reading short stories from authors are a good way to get a little taste of their writing style and the kind of characters that they bring to the table, so maybe I'll end up reading a short story and then wanting to read the rest of their books. I like when there's a possibility of like finding my new favorite author within one of these anthologies, so I'm excited again to look through this one and see which ones pique my interest. So yeah, those are all of the holiday books that I have on my TBR. Hopefully I end up reading all of them, but I'm really not sure. I've been so off my reading game lately, it's actually embarrassing, but I'd love to pick it up a little bit for the end of the year, get a few books in there. So I will report back obviously with which ones I do end up reading. I'm hoping to read all of them, but we will see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Leave me a comment letting me know what's your favorite holiday romance book, or if you're going to read any of the ones from this video. I would love to hear about it. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, make sure you check out my 10 days of giveaways and follow me on my social media so that you guys can win some books in the coming weeks. But other than that, I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you all very soon in my next video. Bye!